this is one guideline. I think it is pretty good, okay? Because we know sports betting is high risk investment, okay?
Hey guys, I'm the founder of UnderdogChance.com, and in today's video, I'll be sharing my MLB picks with you. With over 25 years of betting experience, I've been helping bettors master the use of betting models, spreadsheets, and strategies that enabled me to leave the 9-to-5 grind behind. Last season, I netted 40 units from baseball betting, and this season, I'm aiming for 30 units. Each of my bets is derived from my private MLB betting model where I calculate my own odds and compare them with sportsbook odds. I want to emphasize that successful betting involves more than just following picks. It's complex and unique to each individual. That's why I advise against blindly following anyone's bets, including mine. We all have different odds, strategies, intellectual and emotional quotients, discipline levels, and financial or life situations. Every bettor's journey is unique. If you're serious about becoming a long-term winner and evolving beyond being just a follower to become the best bettor you can be, check out my courses on building sports betting models at UnderdogChance.com. Now, let's explore today's picks to track my journey this season, and hopefully, my analysis will help guide you towards smarter betting decisions.
Okay guys, yesterday I went 6-5 with plus 1.60 units, so it was a profitable day, but still some loss, and I believe that the results will go up before the season ends. So it is daily grind, daily analysis, and I think I'm on the right track. But before we go to today's projections, I want to talk about one important topic. And this is one question I received many times in last 5 years or 7 years since I run my website. Basically 7, 8 years since I run my website. How much risks we should take? Okay, so what should be the bankroll? What should be the bankroll, starting bankroll? What kind of money management you should have? What should be the unit, and so on and so on, even if betting is for you, okay? I'm 44 right now, and I don't like to gamble with certain things, okay? When you're young, for example, when you're 22 years old, for example, right, then you can take one whole year and you can travel the world. Or some people will decide, okay, for next 2 years, when they're young, for next 2 years I will just work, and I will just ignore relationships. I will ignore the family. I will ignore a partner. I will not have kids. So they delay this so that they later have better life or whatever, right? But when you get older, I think it is not wise to gamble anymore, okay, with these things, okay, because it is too risky, and I'm talking about everything, okay. So I'm now 44, and if I gamble now with relationships, I might end up alone. If I gamble with my daughter and relationship with my daughter, the childhood is gone. Okay, if I gamble with my friends, maybe I will also be alone, and so on and so on. Okay, if you gamble at this stage of my life with health, you will leave this world sooner, okay? And those are the facts. And at some point of our life, we should start gambling less, or in other words, we should take a little bit less risk, okay? So what about sports betting, okay? As I said many times, we have all different life situation, financial situations, emotional situation, all kind of different situations, okay? And there is no final blueprint for every single person, because as I said, if I have, I don't know, 7 figures in savings, and if I have another 6 or 7 figures, for example, for betting, then of course I can take, I don't know, 10K, and I can just play with new betting model with soccer bet, or whatever I want to do. On the other side, if I have only 1,000 American dollars, and this is my only saving at the age of 45, for example, then of course I need to be very careful with this, okay? And this is one guideline. I think it is pretty good, okay? Because we know sports betting is high risk investment, okay? And many people work hard their whole life, and then at the end of their life they want to take high risk, and I'm not definitely I'm not telling you what to do, right? I will just simply stick to risk more or risk less when it comes to investments, okay? And this is a good guideline. So if you are younger, you should risk more because you have still more time to bounce back, to start from the scratch, okay? If you are close to retirement, you should risk less, okay? Because you risk a lot, and when it comes to risk, you can always lose, and you don't have enough time to start from beginning all the time, right? You should risk a little bit more if you have a job and incomes are stable, okay? So if you have a job, if you're young, if you have a job, of course you can risk a little bit more with sports betting, with opening business, because even if you lose it, then you still have a job and income. If your income is unpredictable, like sports betting, for example, if sports betting is only income stream, which is something I would never advise you, then you need to be very careful, okay? You should bet much less. So you should bet like 0.5% of your bankroll per game. Of course, the bankroll is not big, then you cannot live from sports betting. So you cannot take a lot of risk being before close to retirement, and you have small amount of money, right? It is very dangerous game, okay? You can also risk more if you're in good health, because if you're in good health is wealth, we know. You can always bet on yourself. If you're healthy, you can do anything you want, okay? If you're not healthy, then you have only one wish, okay? So we know that healthy people have 1,000 wishes, unhealthy people have just only one wish, okay? If if you are, let's say, not healthy and your medical expenses are high, you should also risk less, because there are things that are much more important than sports betting, or bigger than sports betting, right? You can also risk more if you carry no high interest debt, and you risk less if you carry high interest debt. Risk more if you have additional income streams, okay? And risk less if you are the sole earner, or if you have only one income stream. This is something I'm huge advocate. My life changed when I started building more income streams, okay? At the start, I was just betting on betting exchanges. This was my only income stream, okay? And it was always stressful. I was taking big risks. I made a lot of money. I lose a lot of money. And then at some point, I changed my mindset. I started reading books. I started doing on myself personal development. I started reinvesting my profits into other assets, stocks, crypto, my business, and so on and so on. And then at some point, you have different income streams. Okay, so even if I have a losing season in, let's say, baseball, I can still live next 10 years, right? And this is very important. On the other side, if sports betting is your only income stream and you don't have any strategy, what you will do with these profits, and if you buy only assets like clothes, cars, parties with sports betting money, this is very dangerous game. And also, if you have only salary, right? If you have only one income stream, which is salary, I would always advise that you start building different income stream, different investments, and sports betting is just part of your bigger portfolio, okay? So if you have only one income stream, then again, your unit should be much smaller, okay? You also can risk more if you possess investments and savings. This is just what I said right now. And on the other side, you also should risk less if you don't have any other investments, okay? Because a lot of people want to hit that Hail Mary with one parlay, with following someone for one season, and then think they will make a lot of money. And I always said sports betting is a journey, and every sports bettor's journey is unique, okay? So if you are younger, you can take a little bit more risk. You can also take a little bit higher percentage of units if you want. But once you're getting older, if you don't have any other savings, if you don't have any other investments, your unit should be smaller, okay? Below 1% per bet, definitely, okay? So those are the guidelines, and I hope they can help some of you. And I also look at this not only sports betting, but in life in general, okay? So the older I am getting. When I was young, I could work, I don't know, whole week, and I didn't even call anyone, right? So I was just working. At this stage of my life, I don't do this anymore. Okay, so I take time for my family. I take time for my daughter. I take for my friends. I take time for my health. I train. I live. I eat good food, and so on and so on. Okay, so you need to start. So you need to start taking less risk when it comes to complete life, right? And this applies to sports betting as well. Okay, this is and again, I'm not telling anyone what to do, but because I received many questions, similar questions, how much to risk in last 5 7 years, I think this would be my answer, okay, to those who wants to use this guideline. Okay, so let's go to today's projections. You can also check my other video for soccer. I think we went 7-0 in soccer, Major League Soccer. So the video will be probably today, tomorrow. You can also check other video as well. And if you have my soccer betting model, or if you're a masterclass student, simply download Major League Soccer betting model. It is there. Okay. So first game, Toronto Baltimore, Barrios against Corbin Burns. Based on my projections, Baltimore is qualified bet for 1.75 unit money line. Miami Detroit, I skipped this game. Tampa Bay Rays, Boston, Zach Eflin, Cutter Crawford, I didn't find any value. Philadelphia, New York Mets, Christopher Sanchez against Sean Manaea. Based on my projections, Philadelphia should be minus 154. They are minus 116. And I found value in first 5 innings as well. So Philadelphia money line at 1.25 unit and 2 units in first 5 innings. Christopher Sanchez against Sean Manaea. Chicago Cubs against Atlanta. This is almost qualified bet with Chicago. Imanaga, really good numbers. And based on my projections, this is close to be qualified bet, but it is still below my criteria. So I will not make any other other actions. So simply stick to the plan. Simply stick to the plan day by day, step by step, and this is how you. I like this quote: "Be patient or quit." Right, and with such things, we need to be patient. Okay, Washington White Sox, no value. Washington lost yesterday to Cleveland. Then we have Pittsburgh Milwaukee. I have Milwaukee as a money line for 1.25 unit. Cleveland Texas, no value. Oakland Houston again. Oakland plus 1.5 at 1.5 unit. Okay, so run line. Angels against St. Louis. I have Angels at 1.5 unit, and also in first 5 inning, Angels. So in both bet markets, taking Angels. Okay, Cincinnati, Arizona, no value. Kansas against Seattle. I found Seattle as a value. Seattle at 1.25 unit. Then I have Colorado, San Diego. Although we have very small odds on San Diego, San Diego is 1.5 unit. And again, decimal odds, not betting 6 units, or I don't know how Americans use this minus odds. So this is what I recommend. You can do whatever you want, right? So when you have minus 300, or let's say minus 208, and if this is 1 unit, and if your unit is 100 American dollars, you don't bet 208 American dollars. You simply bet 100 American. You risk 100 American dollars for 1 unit. Okay, so not 208. Okay, risk to bet. Okay. This is how I do. Okay, you can, as I said, you can do whatever you want, but as I said many times, decimal odds are much simpler. Not because I use decimal odds, because at some point in my life I was using American odds as well. Because when I started betting on baseball, American odds were attractive. I was also active on some betting forums and so on. I somehow love this minus 14 plus 120. It was very attractive. But when I started doing betting models and even more complex betting models, and I wanted to calculate these probabilities and so on, decimal odds are much simpler to use, because you simply divide one by the odds and you get the probability. And with this, you save a lot of troubles and we know that most sports bettors are struggling with basic principles of sports betting, and this can save you a lot of troubles. Okay, and again, this is not nothing I say in my video is advice. Okay, so you can do whatever you want. Okay, I just share my views, my how I think, what I do, and then you can do whatever you want. Okay. Also, with my masterclass, with my courses, I just give you everything I know, all my betting models, all my spreadsheets, everything that I think is important that you become long-term winner. But then it's up to you if you will use this or not. So if I say that decimal are much easier, and you can still use American odds, so but you will have a little bit more problems maybe uh, with 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 calculation. Okay, and the last game, Dodgers against San Francisco Giants. I have this close to 50-50. Bookmakers have Dodgers as a huge favorite. So, no, San Francisco plus 1.5, and San Francisco also smaller run line in first 5 innings. Okay, okay, those are all my qualified bets. Whatever you decide to take, I wish you good luck. Always remember, never blindly follow anyone. We're all different. We should all take different risk in our life, with our betting, with our management, with bankrolls, and so on and so on. Okay, so that's it for me. Thank you for watching. See you next time.